Hello friends, welcome back to Devananda Online Institution of Fundamental Sciences, and today we are looking into a very important chapter. Chapter 4.2, staying safe from what? Electricity. We were dealing with electricity, and today we are going to learn how to stay safe from electricity. But first of all, is electricity something so dangerous to stay safe from? Yes. Electricity is something that is really dangerous. Okay, electricity, it can be dangerous while it is something that is really useful as well. We cannot imagine a world without electricity today, right? So just like that, electricity is also dangerous and it can even kill living things. We learned about living things, right, last year. Okay, and electricity, it can kill living things. And electricity, for it to be useful, it need to flow. Only flowing electricity can be used. Electricity need to flow. Electricity itself, it is a flow. Okay, it is a flow of special kind of particles. Okay, we'll be learning into greater detail about how electricity is formed in higher standards, but just understand that electricity, it is a particular flow. Okay, and this electricity, it flows through different objects. Okay, it can flow through certain objects like metal, water, the human body, etc. These are called conductors. Means electricity can flow through these objects. Okay, while through certain objects electricity cannot flow. Electricity cannot move through certain objects like wood. These materials like wood, plastic, glass, rubber, etc. These are called insulators. Conductors and insulators. Conductors, these are materials through which electricity can flow, while insulators are materials through which electricity cannot flow. Okay, so we need to have knowledge about these while staying safe from electricity. Okay, and the condition when electricity flow through the human body, we say that the body is experiencing an electric shock. Okay, when electricity passes through a human body, we say that the body is experiencing an electric shock, and an electric shock is fatal and it is a life-threatening condition. Okay, means fatal means it can cause death. Okay, something that can cause death is said to be fatal. Okay, and an electric shock means when electricity flows through you, it is a life-threatening condition. Okay, and we learned that electricity should flow for it to be useful. Okay, right, and for electricity to flow, we need conductors, just like electric wires. Okay, and we need to learn about these wires, conductors, insulators, etc. And through electric wires, electricity can flow. But have you ever noticed that when you take an electric wire, it will be covered in plastic? It is covered in plastic. Why? What is the reason? Because plastic is an insulator. It is an insulator of electricity. Means electricity cannot flow through plastic. But inside this plastic, if you cut an electric wire and look, you will find that inside the plastic you have tiny thin metal wires. Through these metal wires, electricity flow, but it cannot flow through you when you hold a wire because it is covered in plastic. But here is what happens. Sometimes these wires can remain open. Okay, due to damage, maybe sometimes these wires can remain open and you can see the metal wires. Never touch these metal wires because electricity, it can travel through the metal wire, and when you touch it, electricity can flow through your body as well, and it can cause an electric shock. And we have learned that an electric shock is fatal, it can kill you. So the first safety precaution we can take to stay safe from electricity is to not touch metal wires. The first precaution is to not touch open metal wires. It is better not to touch it. That's it. Okay, because electricity can flow from the open metal wire into you, and it can cause an electric shock. You can die. Okay, you may die because of an electric shock. And next, never touch the socket with any metal tool. Okay, means like especially screwdrivers, nails, etc. Never touch the socket with these metal tools, because metal, it is a good conductor, and electricity, it can flow from the socket into your body again, and it can kill you, again cause an electric shock. So it's always better not to play with the socket. Okay, just plug in the plug, switch it on and switch it off when not in use. That's it. So always better not to play with the socket, and never insert your fingers or any other things like these metal tools inside the socket. And next, never touch sockets with wet hands. Water sometimes it can act as a conductor. Okay, water sometimes it can conduct electricity, and if your hand is wet, it can easily conduct electricity through you. Okay, and it can give you an electric shock again. And for the same reason, never use electronic devices near water. Means especially in the washrooms or bathrooms, never use the hair dryer inside the bathroom. Go outside and then use this hair dryer. And the main objective of all these safety precautions and measures is to prevent you from getting an electric shock. So we should always follow these safety measures when working with electricity, and it is really dangerous. Never play with electricity, and we should stay safe from such a dangerous and useful thing. So that's it for today, and today we learned about the adverse and dangerous effects of electricity and how to stay safe from electricity. So that's it for today. Thank you.